12 Quiet Poems for a Weary Heart. This is a quiet reading of 12 poems for a heart that loses its way, sinks, collides with the world, and still tries to live through another day. I hope you'll stay with these poems. In a calm and gentle moment. Chapter 1. When the heart loses its way. There was once a path, and somehow the heart came to a stop. This is the story of a heart that has lost its way and stood still for a long time. Gaze, frightened by what is unfamiliar. Weighed down by worry, my lowered gaze rests on the ground before my feet. As I grow accustomed, confidence rises, and my straightened gaze settles on what lies before my eyes. Then, even feeling fades, hardening into certainty, and my lifted gaze turns toward the distance, not at my feet, not before my eyes, not even far away. The gaze that cannot find what it seeks turns back, tracing with hesitation the road it has already walked, and at last, the gaze that once looked down at the earth lifts itself toward the sky and closes its eyes. Chance, I chew on a long breath and let it out. With effort, I lift my head, unable to flow. Like water, it gathers inside me, fills me to the brim, and presses down. Without end, I am not tired. I am not suffering. I am only heavy. Even when I reach, I cannot touch it. I cannot take a single step. I stand there, blankly, in place, nailed where I am. I watch birds, chattering in flocks, and dogs, wandering in packs, unable to be swept away. The one left behind keeps staring at the sky, waiting to see whether something, anything, might fall. Chapter 2. When the heart sinks and freezes. The heart quietly sinks, dries out, and sometimes freezes. This is the story of a heart that has fallen deep and grown cold.
Blue. Today's signal is blue. I cannot go, cannot stop, cannot change. Blue. I sink into the sea, carried by waves, drifting. Deep blue. I hide in the hem of night and fall into sleep. Blue. I look up at the sky and let out a sigh. This room, sealed shut, is stained blue. Whenever blue light falls, darkness unfailingly beckons. A day even tears dry up. Fire is cold, red, yet blue. It catches easily, flares up, and still cannot leave behind so much as ash. Even at noon, it is cold, though the sun burns. Its heat passes me by. Even when light falls, it is dark, even in brightness. I cannot see, nothing seems wrong, and yet, day after day, I kept walking and lost my way. Little by little, I cannot hear, I cannot see, I do not want to know, and I do not want to be found out. I only watch the backs of those passing by, my hand still reaching out.
A frozen heart, the clamor of stillness. My winter does not end. Sunlight cannot thaw the ground, and the wind cannot pass the window, trapped in clear, transparent ice. I do nothing but watch the flow of time stiffen. Afraid, I hold it back, keep it from going out, and lock it inside. If I let it loose, it will once again press in as it pleases and come back, hurt. So I lock the door. For me, spring is still too soon. Sorrow, unable to weep aloud, I turn away and sob. Life is this, unable to bear. Being alone, we reach for someone. The world is this, it does not go as we wish and flows on in its own way. Within the noisy clamor, a silent scream echoes. The ground beneath my feet pulls at me like a swamp. Even when I send off little boats made of feeling, they do not return to me. Life, you grow sorrowful. I grow soaked in sorrow. Chapter 3. When the heart collides with the world. A weary heart collides with the world and begins to make a louder sound. This is the story of a wounded heart meeting the world head on.
Empty words. After images of empty words floating in the air. They do not reach the heart, only pass through the ears. Like lines already written, the next words are set down into the air. Not enough. They do not reach. They cannot carry. Buried beneath too many empty words. Even true thanks. Even sincere apologies. Even words with heart in them grow faint, resembling a clearing of the throat. I would rather listen to the weight of silence. World weary, I brush it aside, telling myself it's nothing. I try to smile. It catches, it grates, it gathers in small ways until it grows. What once seemed a distant speck swells into a mountain, and when it bears down, my breath catches. I am angry, not with the kind of anger that bursts into flame. It rises like water, and I go under. I dislike people, yet I live among them. I resent the world, yet I cannot quite bear to leave it. So, I choose not to look. Still, I try to like it. The truth is, I am angry. I want to burn it all down. I want everything to disappear.
Bark. I take out what I had piled up in the deep. Even when I push the rushing feelings away on the current, they do not receive them. They do not reach. Not even a watermark remains. What I hear is the ringing of inner tinnitus inside a space of silence. I sing, pretending to be merry, a song no one listens to. I stagger through a dance no one watches. Look at me, listen to me. I bark more loudly.
The flawed one. When hatred fills the room, I lock the door. I make it stay here a long while, holding it fast so it cannot leave. When love fills the room, I open the other door. Go on, leave this room, carry yourself elsewhere, and pass it on. I send it away. My room is so very small. Hatred gathers here, while love passes through too quickly. It is not that I am bad. It is only that this room is too small. The reason I remain here alone is that I cannot bring myself to send hatred away. I, too, want to be loved. I do not want to be hated.
Chapter 4. Learning to live through today again. And still, the heart tries once more to live through today. This is the story of a heart that endures and tries to rise again. In living, the sweetness of gratitude rides on the wind and quickly flies away. The bitterness of hatred lingers on the lips and stays a long while. Love, full and brimming, is like a smile. It scatters lightly. Hatred, hollow and empty, is like tears. It gathers thick. Gratitude and love, though I wish to keep them near, fade away too easily. Only hatred and resentment remain. Even as they fill the empty place, they leave behind emptiness. Please, lead me not into temptation, but deliver me from evil.
A good day, sunlight brushing softly, a passing breeze, the earth beneath both my feet. I walk into the day's beginning. With each step, I set down a small piece of thought and gather up a seed of hope. If I gather good omens, I will be happy. It will be a joyful day. May this day pass in peace. May my day shine. I hold that wish before me. This is not vain fantasy or false hope. It is a remedy for living, to endure. Today again, I speak gently to myself. Today is a good day. I will be happy.
May these poems become a small comfort to your heart and stay with you quietly. Thank you for being here.